Y'all asked, so like the head go. What's good, y'all? This is Erica Bain. Coming to you right here on Erica Bain TV with a new series alert. Divorce Sistas, to be specific. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notification so you don't miss any of the content that I do create. And right now we're in a trial period for the content that I will create about this series. This will be a breakdown for season 1, episode 1, the series premiere. Now, Divorce Sistas is starring LeToya Luckett. Already, you got me there because I'm pretty much going to watch anything that LeToya is in. However, I'm struggling. I am struggling with the title for one and the premise, but then also I'm seeing things where when they were doing press for the show, was saying that this show isn't a part of the Sistas universe for real, or isn't an actual Sistas spinoff. So these women will not be interacting, I guess, with the original Sistas. It just kind of feels weird. I feel like we should have gotten a different name if we were going to make this something completely distinctly different. Now, when I get to the actual episode, it's also where I'm like, this isn't something that's really distinctly different. Much of the archetype for these 5 women feel like the archetype that we was presented in season 1, episode 1 of Sistas, down to the little frenemy thing that's happening within the friend group, right? Like, why in the hell does Tiffany not like Naomi? And immediately says that off rip very early on, right? Why in the hell are Bridgette and Tiffany discussing something that Tiffany literally claimed that she would not reveal after Geneva begged her to not reveal? Like, there's so many things that I feel like we could have learned with the 8 seasons of Sistas that we have so far that are immediately like blaring red flags as soon as we come into this series, and I'm already like losing interest. Okay, not to mention I'm not fully like sold yet, and I haven't watched episode 2, so I'm trying to record this before I watch the next episode so I can give y'all like my honest takes on each episode contained, and I'm not like swayed by having too much information and coming back and having to say, you know, something based on all of the information versus what we got. But with the premiere episode, it was nothing really to write home about. We get to meet Rasheda, who is the first lady of this church. She is married to this pastor played by Devon Franklin, who seemingly hates her. Off rip, you can already tell he's disrespectful. He's undermining within their little church meeting that they have for planning this gala. He is so focused on money and donors, and apparently one of the biggest donors is one of her girlfriend's ex-husband, who they're constantly back and forth in the legal battles with, and he will prioritize that man being there so that he can get his money versus creating a safe space for his girlfriend's or his wife's girlfriend, or simply communicating to his wife. He makes it feel like it's this big heavy lift for him to communicate if this man confirms. It's this big heavy lift to not undermine her in the conversation. It's this big heavy lift to not nag her, not, you know, try to humiliate her within the conversation while they're having a very professional meeting. Like, the joke that he makes, and it's not even a real joke, it's really him taking a huge dig. Cole, can you please? I'm sorry, y'all. My dog is scratching. He don't give a damn. But in a moment, like Bridgette asks, because Bridgette is not playing. Bridgette is Rasheda's assistant, but it's also one of Bridgette's homegirls, one of the 5 divorced sisters, right? How long you need, Pastor? Like, I need to plan out the schedule for the day. Oh, it's not about me. I'm only need 5 minutes, but my wife, she might need 3 hours. And might, if the Holy Spirit moves me, what do you mean? What exactly do you mean? And then also, it doesn't help that Pastor Jefferson is being played like he's an unlikable person, an unlikable pastor immediately. I don't give a damn what y'all saying. Don't like him immediately. But I'm also not sold on Devon Franklin's performance as him, which also doesn't actually help. So now I'm just like, great. LeToya dropped in, is giving First Lady cool. She got it, know what she doing. But then she's now matched up with Devon, who is not necessarily giving enough. He's saying the words, right? But he's not giving the same energy. And I'm immediately picking up on that. And I'm already like, I don't believe this. I believe it from her and I don't believe it from his. If you're going to go there, if you're going to take it to hell as a pastor, then take it to hell. If you're gonna be her biggest op, then be her biggest op. His performance thus far gives a little bit lackluster, and I'm nervous about it. When I speak about not when I'm speaking about lackluster performances, and I'm so like, I've been on the fence. And this is crazy. I'm about to say this. I'm about to admit this. I've been on the fence of how honest I was going to be, because the way that y'all like to get on these internet streets and go crazy for y'all's faves and act like the criticism, even if it is valid criticism and attempting to be constructive criticism, is given in a straightforward, honest, like not trying to be shady ass way. People turn it into a shady ass thing, and then they feel like they gotta grab up their capes and get the crusading for these people who don't even damn know you. I was really not sure of what we were going to get with Khadeen. And while I don't think that Khadeen's performance was terrible, I also don't know if she can carry this show next to LeToya. And for me, it's like little things within the performance, and I feel like there's parts of me watching her that I do feel like she was acting, and you can see it. And now I know, like, she has this huge following online. It's gonna be, oh, you don't like Fatima, now you don't like Geneva. That's not even like that. Fatima, I want better for. I don't even know Geneva as a character yet, and coming into the first episode, I don't necessarily know if I like her, but not because of Khadeen's performance. I'm gonna speak about the Geneva character period, but I do want to go ahead and make a note and do this timestamp here of, like, I'm not convinced with Khadeen's performance. I think that Devon was the weakest actor in the first episode, and then Khadeen was right behind. Aside from like the periphery characters, because also the dude who played Doc on All the Queen's Men, like, are you playing Doc or are you not? But then the name is Hakeem, so you're not playing Doc, but also you're not even, he wasn't even as dropped in as he is with Doc. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? But whatever. That's about performances. Now, Geneva as a character lost me when she was like, you need to just go out here and date, while also planning a quote-unquote vacation with your absent husband. You rarely go and pick up your damn child, so much so that the teacher's saying, we so glad to see you. We ain't seen you in a month of Sundays in 6 years, girl. 4 years ago, we done seen you as the mama showing up for your baby. Like, that is what's being said about you at this damn school. And then you want to turn to your friend who has had a struggle in the last 3 years of like rebuilding her life, putting a kid in college through school, while also managing her own business and whatever the hell she got going on work-wise, and you want to say you just need to get out there. Ma'am, one, you are married and clearly not happily married. Clock that. Do you know what the streets are like? Like, any woman, or specifically any female character created in like 2025 and beyond, or 2024 and beyond, and like showing it 2025 and beyond, and their first thought to say to their homegirl who hasn't dated in a while is that your ass need to get out there, not really taking into consideration how much the dating pool has piss and shit in it. I'm already questioning. I'm already throwing up an orange flag on your ass, almost a red flag, because it's not even that simple. When you are a well-to-do woman, when you are a woman of a certain intellect, when you are a woman of a certain emotional intelligence, emotional stability, mental capacity, dating is different for you. And I hate the idea, and Tyler pushes this a lot in a lot of his work, specifically around women, and it's like normalized that like women need to get laid and women need to have a man, and even if you're not pursuing a committed relationship, at least you got a man and at least you got some dick. There are so many women who are operating in abstinence and celibacy and choosing their peace, choosing their health, choosing grounding themselves versus encumbering themselves with the bullshit that come with some of these men. And the fact that your homegirl supposed to be your ace, like, yeah, we ride for each other, I'm about to watch your kid for a week while you try to run off to Italy and save your marriage. And the thought that you have for me is that I need to shift my behaviors, the grounding behaviors that are keeping me peace, keeping me afloat, and keeping my kid in college, to go and find some man to come in and disrupt this. And not to say that she shouldn't be pushing for her homegirl to get a man, but like, there's no context to it. There's no like clarity around like who she's praying for her homegirl to stumble across, or who she's praying for her homegirl to find. What type of man, what type of character does he have? How does he carry himself? What addition do you feel like that man will be to her life? I feel like the statement in itself of like, you need to get a man is trite, is old, is whack as hell. Cause getting a man has never been a problem. These niggas are easy. Getting sex has never been the problem. It's getting someone who's equally yoked with you. It's getting someone who you can have conversations with. Getting someone who can be challenged but not feel emasculated and be able to push back so that y'all build a life full of like intrigue and mystery and pushing one another to be your best selves. That part has always been a problem. The hunching has never been the problem. And for me, the Geneva character, I was already pissed. I saw in the trailer when she said that, I'm like, you just need to get it together and get a man. I'm like, that does not solve so many women's problems. And we have freaking generations of women who have been pushed to go get a man and then prioritize a man and having a man. And then now look at them, still miserable, still sad, still heartbroken, still going through a ton. And I'm not saying that that's everybody, because there are plenty of people who have very healthy relationships and have found really great men, but there's also plenty of people who haven't. So that's not the end all be all. And her like making that blanket statement and letting it rock as if that's supposed to do something, but your girl literally is successful, financially stable, so much so that she can literally step into your life, take care of your child for a whole week while you run off to Italy trying to save your goddamn marriage. And the one thing that she don't have is a man, and that's the thing that's like the biggest of all. Girl, go to hell. And then you have the nerve to get an inkling from your daughter of like your husband could be cheating, and now you want to be damn Nancy Drew, while also spewing this goofy ass rhetoric to your homegirl about how she need to go be pursuing some penis so bad. Geneva, please. Geneva was on my list from the very top immediately, just off of her rhetoric alone. Geneva is an op, if you ask me. Behind her on the goddamn op list is definitely Naomi. And y'all, I had a moment while watching this first episode, and I was like, I don't give a damn what Naomi talking about. I'm a filler. Like she rolled up. Did you check the lawsuit? Did you do this? Did you do that? Oh, you fired as my damn attorney, because Geneva is the attorney of the damn group. She the damn Andy Barnes of the group. Okay, cool. Maybe we gonna see you do some work, because we don't never see Andy do no damn work. Cool. Naomi, we don't know what the hell she does, but we know that her and her damn ex-husband has had a tumultuous break. She got half in the damn divorce. She got a lot of money. And I was like, okay, cool. She a little bit brash. She a little bit crash. She a little bit, okay, a little raw to your homegirls. But okay, cool. I literally was like, okay, Porscha might save this show for me, because I really do enjoy Porscha. But it was the moment that Hakeem ass showed up, and then the whole like poorly choreographed choking of her and like putting her in her place, and she liked to be submissive in the whole dominatrix thing. No shade. I'm not sex shaming nobody. Cool. But all of that rang false for me. It gave fake. It gave poorly choreographed. And then the things that preceded of like you stalking the white woman that your husband, I guess, left you for, you pulling out the gun on the sex worker that you done called over here. Girl, you're crazy for no goddamn reason, and now I gotta get off board. I like a little bit of crazy. I love a lot of crash out. See Danny Dupree over on Beyond the Gates. But when it comes to Naomi, I'm out. Because girl, what the fuck are you doing, and why are you doing it? You're claiming big and bad, but also, what you gonna do with this little ass gun? She put this gun in this boy's head and he licked it. And she couldn't figure out if she was turned on or if she wanted to double down in her. You was never gonna do nothing anyway. Like, girl, Naomi, please. So now they set her aside. Porscha was immediately like, yes, okay, I'm gonna tune into her for real. And then immediately, no. So now I gotta go back to First Lady Rasheda, who's also like, girl, I'm struggling with you. A little bit on Tiffany and Bridgette. They didn't jump off the page. Like I said, Bridgette is Rasheda's assistant. She's trying to be there, trying to support her. Cool. The biggest thing for me is them chit-chatting and sharing the other friends' business while they're at a nail salon. And it's one thing to like converse with your friends within a mutual friend group when you're trying to be helpful. This didn't feel like that. This didn't feel like you're conspiring for your friend's best good. You're conspiring to figure out how you can fill a gap or how you can slide in there and you can be a support and you can uplift them. This felt like y'all just was some random ass girls who found out about these girls' business and thought it was cute to chit-chat and talk about it. And I don't like that. It does not give real friendship. And that's one of the issues that we also got to see in the original Sistas. So to see it playing out over here as well, and y'all supposed to be older and clearly y'all a little bit more advanced within the romance of it all, because half of you hoes are like married and or divorced. It's like, haven't we learned better than this? This is how y'all's friendship has functioned for 20 years? I don't believe it. I don't know how friendships make it 20 years of y'all actually being these type of friends, if this is what we're getting from the start. And honestly, y'all, I'm being really, really hard on the first episode because the first episode, the pilot, sets the tone. The first episode introduces the world, introduces the characters, and then tells the audience everything that we need to know as we embark on this journey with these characters. And other than Rasheda, none of these hoes is likable. None of them. For me. I'm just like, I don't give a damn about 4 out of the 5 women. So what the hell am I supposed to do? And then the men are raggedy. So like, y'all really set me up to like not enjoy this viewing experience and not really be able to root for nobody. I hate it. Going back to Rasheda, the episode ended on a cliffhanger of the pastor's mistress coming to her, confessing to her during a counseling session that she begged her for, only to reveal that she had been sleeping with her husband. But would you forgive me? This is why I will never be nobody's first lady. And you're not supposed to never say never. But it's a hell no for me, ho. What do you... They doing the Lord's work. God bless them. Again, I'm tuning in for the first 3 episodes. Those are all my thoughts for the first episodes. For everybody who was DMing me in my damn live streams asking me about it. Here you go. This isn't a head damn, because I'm telling y'all like really how I feel. I'm just really not looking forward to all the backlash that I'm going to receive for the critiques that I have, but also I'm not going to stop being me. So there's that. Y'all let me know your thoughts on the episode in the comment section down below. I'm your good sister to talk TV with. I am going to be checking out episode 2, so I'll get that breakdown to y'all really, really soon. If you're not watching the Beyond the Gates, you should be watching that. And then also, me and Ellie have been doing some really dope episodes of Our Sisters Keeper, which is the live Tyler Perry Sistas unofficial after show and video podcast that we do every single week. So if you want more sisters content, more sisters conversation, but you also want to get a little bit of me and Ellie mixed, then go ahead and check that out. I'll link some of my favorite episodes in the comments or in the description box of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.